sweet when a hunt ends like this. I'm thrilled to death with this buck. She's pretty. Hopefully the first one's on paper, make a few adjustments, and that'll be all she wrote. Hunted out here one day, and that was when I set that real high wind day and saw one pretty good buck, which actually got on camera.
Right.
So we've talked, we've done a lot of work here together, we've not hunted together, and it's cold and windy, and Ryan got a burlap ground blind set up with a Mr. Buddy heater in it. Figured we might as well spend the afternoon together.
Be a good day to use the ground blind.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's kind of an exciting time to be in the blind. I'll get in there and spend about 3.5 to 4 hours and see if we can't knock a big buck down tonight. Good buck. I'm not 100% sure if that was hide beam or not. I have not seen him on the hoof. He did sit real high. He was a good 10, but he was still 300 yards away and just cruising that willow line. I tried to grunt at him. I did a little bit of rattling, just not enough to freak him out. He just stayed 300 yards away walking that willow line. He did come across the field, checking a couple of those does, and then just out cruising. So that's the first running activity I've seen. It's so dark in here, but it's been a pretty good afternoon so far. Number one, the Bobcats beat the Grizzlies big time, which is awesome. Listen to it on the phone, but I've had deer around me all day. There's what Ryan calls the Chunky 8, which is actually a pretty good deer. He was just back here and he's not leaving this doe's side. Another little 8, several does. I've got 4 does and a spike just out here. Got about an hour and a half left to light, and I feel like it's setting up to be pretty good. Just hoping that high beam or one of those other mature bucks, comes out. There's does in the field, come check them out. It's cold, they need the food. Hopefully it's just a matter of time. I've seen high beam now 3 times, twice after shooting hours. Once 2 days ago in the daylight before I knew it was him, and he was still 300 yards away. So just need him to come 200 yards or in, or just need him to come within range in the daylight hours. That's all I need. A stand, there's a big enough platform I can use my tripod. Today's my last day to be able to hunt, where I've got Thanksgiving plans with the family. And after last night didn't pan out, I said I was going to give it all day, get in here in the morning, which is my first morning hunt. I swear that buck has got me torn up, and he's got 9 lives. I tried to grunt, and I think he stopped, but by then he was, 2:30 and quartering away. I'm not gonna lie, my heart was beating a little bit, and unfortunately the camera wasn't on him. Sometimes you need to say to hell with the camera and kill the deer. My intention is to sit in the tree stand for a couple of hours, hopefully intercept him, see him cruising through there, instead of waiting for him to come in the field, which he may not even do, but that's been his MO down there. That's where he came out of and went back in this morning. Problem is that I've lost a piece of my tree arm for my camera, so maybe I'll get lucky and be able to use the tripod a little bit, keep it real narrow, but I do have a feeling that if the moment of truth comes, I'm not going to be able to, especially if it comes behind me, since I don't have that mobility, be able to get the kill shot on film. But at this point, last day, as much as I want to capture it, it's time to just kill the buck. It's part of what I screwed up on this morning, was trying to get everything perfect with the camera, and I should have just killed him. Well, that is freaking crazy. I actually got to the base of the tree stand, climbed up in there with the gun and the shooting sticks, left the camera down, and was going to come down and get it. And I looked up, and there he was, about 80 to 100 yards away, probably bedded up in some cedars, and I was not going to risk losing the opportunity again. Obviously didn't have the camera. I said it was going to be questionable if I'd even be able to use it if I got up there. Made the shot, saw him come out of the cedars and then tip over. So I'm sorry, after all of 8 days of sitting in the stand, and this was the buck that we were after. There's 2 or 3 others in here. Playing cat and mouse, thinking I screwed up today. And I would have much rather had him on film, but at least I got footage of him. You can see what he's like, and we'll go do the recovery. I'm about 10 feet from him. And let me tell you, based on that main beam mass, oh man. Laying in the snow right here. What a stud. Great Montana buck. Look at these top beam length. Boy, buddy, I owe you a lot of gratitude and a lot of respect. That's amazing. Just chipped off a little bit of his fifth. His G2s aren't all that long. His thirds and fourths, like I said, his tine length isn't amazing, but he's a stud. Montana mature whitetail buck.